Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Out comes the Indy offense for their first. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a Titans first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me?
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys. Looking for.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans! A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make...
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking here for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives off. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 77 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Khari Willis there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best? Yeah, I'll say it. It's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. Then more good stuff to follow later in the afternoon. One good one being under the dome in New Orleans, where it'll be the Saints taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. That guy running right through him. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So here are the Titans to take over on it. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. 30. 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khari Willis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. He'll look to throw.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Marlon Mack. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check, check, check. Check 50, check 50. 51 the mic, boys. Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on down. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go option right on second and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Tackles.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they're setting themselves up as a major